Hello guys, as usual, we are going to see the best indie games of the month. For March 2026, we got 15 games and we start with Tombwater. In a very dark and stylish pixel art adventure, eldritch horrors meet the harsh Wild West. The game combines methodical Souls-like combat with tense, top-down exploration in a way that is both seamless and beautiful. You get to a cursed, isolated frontier town by train, and to stay alive, you need to learn how to use both guns and traditional blades. You have to deal with terrifying, otherworldly creatures and the mystery of missing sheriffs that drive you to madness. The best part of the game is its brilliant, subtle environmental storytelling and incredibly thick, oppressive atmosphere. It completely avoids the vague lore that is common in Souls-like games and instead uses direct, impactful, and genuinely scary narrative flashbacks to make every blood-stained saloon and dusty, windswept road feel deeply, terrifyingly alive. And next, in number 14, Solateria the Ascension. In this beautifully animated Metroidvania with a lot of classic, beloved JRPG elements, swinging your huge sword is just as important to your success as making real, lasting connections with other people. As Hera, a mysterious and powerful child fighting against ancient sleeping gods, you explore a huge, carefully crafted fantasy world while slowly gathering a diverse and charming group of fully voiced allies to help you. The game's best feature is the very new Fated Bonds system, which lets you easily summon your recruited friends into battle. This changes how you fight and how you move around, making for a deeply emotional, character-driven story experience that is only matched by its stunning, anime-quality graphics. And in number 13, GRIME 2. In this strange, art-obsessed Metroidvania, you play as a weird, formless creature that is only driven by the need to eat everything in its way. Your greatest weapon is your ability to be completely strange. You actively absorb your monstrous enemies by launching strange, stretchy tendrils made of hands. This not only helps you survive in the harsh environments, but it also lets you summon molds in their shape to help you in the game's brutal combat encounters. The game is amazing because of its wildly creative and grotesque world building and its breathtakingly strange style. It also has a combat system that is much bigger and more rewarding than before, giving you a lot more options, builds, and strategies against its beautifully designed, nightmarish bosses. And coming in at number 12, Solateria. The frame-by-frame, hand-drawn art in this beautiful Metroidvania adventure is so striking that it immediately pulls you into a hauntingly beautiful, dying world that is heavily affected by the mysterious Shadow Plague. You play as a small, determined fire warrior, looking for the mythical primordial flame. To find it, you have to carefully explore interconnected, deeply mysterious realms full of complicated platforming challenges and dangerous, powerful enemies. But the real star of the show is its amazing combat system, which is all about parrying. It requires a lot of rhythm and precision from the player, and it gives them a deeply satisfying skill-based challenge that is on par with and often better than the best action platformers in the modern indie scene. And next, in number 11, Super Meat Boy 3D. Transitioning a notoriously punishing, precision-based 2D platformer into a fully navigable three-dimensional space sounds like an impossible task, but it has been executed absolutely flawlessly in this blood-pumping sequel. You once again take full control of the iconic, blood-trailing meat cube on a desperate mission to save Bandage Girl, frantically dodging massive circular saws, crumbling platforms, and industrial shredders across beautifully realized, hazard-filled 3D environments. The best thing about this ambitious sequel is how tight and responsive the controls are. The development team somehow managed to keep the same white-knuckle precision, instant respawns, and brutally rewarding just one more try difficulty level as the 2D original. proving once and for all that the meat grinding formula works perfectly from any angle.
She deserves the peace of death.
And next in number 10, Solasta II. Rolling a critical hit has truly never felt better translated to a digital screen than in this sprawling, immensely faithful adaptation of beloved 5th edition tabletop role-playing rules. You start with a fully customized party of 4 unique siblings and travel across the huge, diverse continent of Neokos. There, you face the terrifying, imminent threat of the Shadowin in highly tactical, deeply challenging turn-based battles. The most amazing and ambitious thing about it is that it gives players a new sense of total freedom. Unlike its predecessor, which was very linear, this one lets you explore the dangerous wilderness at your own pace and gives you an authentic tabletop experience with a huge variety of classes, deep character building, and amazing cooperative multiplayer. And the number 9, Tangy TD. Tower defense enthusiasts are in for an absolute treat with this wildly inventive genre hybrid that shatters conventions by letting you control a powerful, highly mobile witch on the battlefield while simultaneously placing distinct class-based defensive structures. Instead of just upgrading your towers in a standard linear fashion, the game allows you to equip them with specific items that grant powerful, game-changing abilities, encouraging you to combine gear to create ridiculous, wildly effective builds. The sheer, overwhelming dopamine hit of its progression loop is its greatest asset, offering a gigantic skill tree, deep stat customization, and a phenomenally addictive endless mode that constantly tests the absolute limits of the hilariously overpowered and chaotic synergies you manage to put together. Coming in number 8, Slay the Spire II. The king of roguelike deck builders, who is without a doubt the best in the business, is back with a new game that adds a lot of strategic depth, stunning graphics, and new mechanics to its already addictive formula. Along with the familiar and exciting choices of paths and treasure hunts, new character classes add completely new and mind-bending strategies to the game, changing how you tackle each brutal, random floor of the titular Spire. The game adds great new card synergies and a co-op mode that fits in perfectly, all while keeping the tight, well-balanced, and endlessly replayable card play that made the first game a worldwide hit. And number 7, Nova Roma. City building reaches divine and beautifully complex new heights as you take on the daunting task of managing a bustling Roman settlement while desperately trying to appease the ever-fickle pantheon of gods. You are solely responsible for the intricate, interlocking logistics of a rapidly growing empire, placing a massive and highly rewarding emphasis on complex water management systems like dams, reservoirs, and aqueducts that can tragically flood your entire city if poorly planned. The undisputed highlight of the experience is its brilliant disaster mitigation mechanics tied directly to divine favor, forcing you to carefully balance rapid industrial expansion with the construction of grand, awe-inspiring temples to ensure your hard-working citizens aren't suddenly washed away by the literal wrath of the heavens, making every planning decision feel incredibly impactful. Next, in number 6, Cinderia. Throwing conventional pacing completely out the window, this fast and furious 2.5D roguelite action game is a shot of pure, unadulterated adrenaline, focused entirely on rewarding experimental, hyper-aggressive combat. Darkness has completely swallowed the land, and your only way forward through the hordes of shadowy foes is to freely combine an incredibly intricate web of active skills, passives, and unique equipment to create devastating screen-clearing loadouts. The sheer brilliance of the game lies in its deep, endlessly fascinating synergy system. Success isn't simply about memorizing rigid boss patterns, but rather about discovering wildly creative and entirely unexpected ability combinations that allow you to dictate exactly how you want to spectacularly dismantle your enemies, ensuring no two runs ever feel the same. Coming in number 5, Aethys. Deep beneath the craggy surface of a mysterious alien world lies a dystopian corporate conspiracy just waiting to be unearthed in this incredibly atmospheric, story-driven sci-fi survival crafter. Armed with only basic upgradable mining gear and accompanied by a delightfully loyal AI drone companion, you must systematically drill into the dangerous depths to gather precious resources, prospect for rare gems, and slowly uncover the chilling mysteries left behind by a doomed previous science expedition. The most captivating part of the game is its seamless integration of a compelling mystery box narrative with a highly satisfying modular base building system, ensuring that your constant desire to dig deeper into the abyss is equally fueled by both the mechanical need for better upgrades and the irresistible, gnawing urge to finally discover the dark truth hidden in the planet's core. Next at number 4, Homura Hime. Lightning-fast reflexes are an absolute necessity when diving into this high-octane 3D action game that brilliantly and flawlessly merges kinetic hack-and-slash combat with intense screen-filling bullet hell mechanics. Playing as the fierce Flame Princess, you are tasked with purifying a demon-infested world, requiring you to constantly weave through gorgeous, complex geometric attack patterns, while simultaneously delivering devastating, earth-shattering combos. The combat system is incredibly rewarding and deep, offering a perfect balance of precise dodges, timely parries, and flashy anime-inspired special moves that make every brutal boss fight feel like an awe-inspiring, perfectly choreographed dance of destruction, ensuring that every victory feels incredibly earned and visually spectacular. And for number 3, The Legend of Kiyomori. Survival and exploration take a fascinating, deeply atmospheric historical turn as you step into the well-worn boots of a dedicated courier rider traversing the unforgiving, untamed steppes of 13th century Mongolia. Rather than focusing on defeating hordes of enemies, the core gameplay loop revolves entirely around breeding, training, and forging an unbreakable bond with your horses to ensure your vital cargo survives the harsh, dynamic weather systems and treacherous mountainous terrain. The sheer dedication to equine realism is the undisputed standout feature here, offering an incredibly deep simulation where your horse isn't just a simple vehicle, but a living, breathing lifeline that requires genuine care, careful navigation, and meticulous resource management to conquer the massive, breathtakingly rendered open world, creating a meditative yet highly engaging pioneer experience. Next in number 2, Esoteric Ebb. If you have ever wanted to step into the shoes of the absolute worst cleric in a tabletop campaign, this isometric RPG is a narrative dream come true that takes the genre in a brilliantly unconventional direction. Forgoing traditional sword-swinging combat entirely, it takes heavy inspiration from non-violent narrative adventures, tasking you with unraveling a massive political conspiracy in a beautifully realized post-arcane punk city using nothing but your wits, a trusty 20-sided die, and your hilariously conflicting inner voices. Its absolute greatest strength lies in its masterful, side-splittingly funny writing, turning what could be mundane skill checks into wildly entertaining philosophical debates with your own stats, ensuring that failing a critical roll is often just as rewarding, chaotic, and narratively rich as succeeding, keeping you glued to the screen just to see what disaster unfolds next. Okay, before we go to the top spot, let's see some honorable mention first.
Difficult political decisions and decide the future of the last bastion of humanity.
The all-new clock-out mode, where time is health. Finish first, or your health will start.
And the number 1, Planet of Lana 2. Expanding on the emotional core of its predecessor, this breathtaking puzzle platformer throws you into a much larger, seamlessly interconnected world brimming with diverse biomes, from howling frozen peaks to stunning bioluminescent underwater caverns. The companion mechanics have evolved significantly from the first game, allowing for far more intricate, multi-layered puzzle solving and dynamic environmental interaction as you navigate the gorgeously hand-painted landscapes. What truly elevates the experience to masterpiece status is its unwavering dedication to visual storytelling, packing the journey with unforgettable cinematic moments that seamlessly blend into the deeper, more challenging gameplay without ever losing the serene, thoughtful pacing and immense heart that fans originally fell in love with, making every new discovery feel deeply rewarding and emotionally resonant. So that is the video. Which game is your favorite? Or you have other game outside the list? Please let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.